Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and welcome to another edition of the Senate Shorts. I'm your host, Steele. This is my brother, Derek.
Yeah.
And together, we are here with another shortened version of the Senate podcast. No, you're liking the content, like, comment, share, subscribe. Dislike, comment, share, subscribe so you don't miss anything coming on the pipeline. Very important that you hit the notification bell, and even more importantly, share. Share the content, let me build the community, let me get this conversation started and going. I don't like how you're looking at me, brother. I don't like how you're looking at me, brother. I ain't gonna lie. I told you that we needed some fire, and you said, you want fire?
We need to move Lonzo.
That ain't no problem.
Huh?
That is no problem.
There we go.
Hit me with it.
Man hailed a hero after helping woman give birth while on their Tinder date. Alyssa Hodges, 7.
Oh shit.
You ready?
Oh, read the article. I thought that was. Yeah.
Alyssa Hodges' 7-hour labor didn't put off Max Silvy as she welcomed baby Ollie with the help of her Tinder date. And they are now officially a couple. I'm planning to move in together.
Wait, man. All right.
Love what they do it. Love what they do. A smitten guy who supported a woman as she gave birth while they were on a date has been hailed as the man of the year. Max Silvy, 25, was due to be picked up by Alyssa Hodges after the pair met on dating app Tinder. You with me?
No, but
After swiping right, they got to know each other, but their blossoming romance was really tested when the 20-year-old went into labor. I think that would test most relationships. Max was totally unfazed and stayed by her side through the birth of Ollie back in September last year. Alyssa was ready to meet the civil servant when her water broke at 8 months, and she had to meet him in the hospital instead, where she gave birth with her date by her side. The couple say the unlikely circumstances of their relationship has bonded them as Max was supporting Alyssa during the early weeks of motherhood and now plan to move in together. Alyssa from Brisbane, Australia said, I was about 6.5 months pregnant when I went on Tinder, and I clearly stated that on my bio. I didn't want to lead anyone on, so I was being open and honest. I wanted them to know what they were getting into right off the bat. Max travels a lot, so we'd only seen each other 3 times before he ended up coming to my birth. On the day I went into labor, I was meant to be picking Max up from the airport as he was coming back from a work trip. That was the plan, but I ended up texting him saying, I'm so sorry, you'll have to get a taxi. I'm going into labor. He hopped into a taxi when he got off the plane and came to the hospital and was there for me. My mom was also there supporting me, but she had a holiday, so she was here and there. The labor lasted on and off for about a week. I'd be sent home and come back into the hospital for a period of 4 to 5 days. Motherhood is a big adjustment for anybody, especially with me being younger, but Max taking a week off from work really helped. I had the baby blues.
What is this reading? Oh shit.
I had the baby blues. I was really upset. I didn't know what I was doing. I felt alone, and Max carried me through that week. Every time I couldn't do something, Max picked me up. He set me up to succeed in motherhood. Even though I knew I liked him at the time, anything could have happened. I'd just been in a relationship where I thought it would last, and it didn't. So I did think, what if this doesn't work out? But it has, and it was the best decision. I don't regret it. There's a lot of learning that comes with being a new dad. But me and Ollie are bonding quite well. Share this story on TikTok. Alyssa has been inundated with comments from women demanding to know how she found a man like Max. Alyssa said on TikTok, everybody's asking if Max has a brother, calling him Man of the Year and saying we were the cutest little family. It was a great reaction. For Max, Alyssa's pregnancy was not an issue to him. Although he admits being there for the birth made him anxious, Max said there was something that caught my eye about Alyssa. Normally, I wouldn't swipe right on a pregnant girl, but there was just something about her. I wouldn't say the experience was overwhelming, but I was anxious. I hadn't prepared mentally the way Alyssa had, so coming in late like I did was a rapid process. Anxiety was the biggest thing. There were so many unknowns, so many things that I didn't know about becoming a dad. I was contracting for those days and Max was with me the whole time. The birth itself was about 7 hours. To help Alyssa find her feet, Max took time off from work to be with her as she cared for her newborn. Alyssa said, he took the week off afterwards when I had no one to help me look after Ollie. We both knew that we liked each other and had strong feelings for each other, but the birth was the peaking point of our relationship. It bonded us. Looking back, I know it was the best decision ever. So glad he was there.
PickaJohnny.com. If y'all are wondering where Alyssa found this man Max, you found him at PickaJohnny.com. Because Max, you are a Johnny. First things first, there's a lot to unpack. And I was thinking, Neil was the best way to tackle this. Now, first things first, ladies and gentlemen, who are we? What do Derek and myself know? It's not neat. I can. Derek and I have never had this conversation because I didn't think it was a conversation worth having. But Derek and I would never pick up a pregnant woman, date her, and then let me start at the beginning. Max, you swipe left or right? I don't even know which one.
Right.
You swipe right.
Right. Yeah, swipe right.
You swipe right on a pregnant woman. Clearly, you don't have a problem with that. You don't have a problem with pregnant women, even though you say you don't normally swipe right with pregnant women. So you saw something in her, right? Fine. That's not my problem. You went out a few times with this woman, 3 or so times. You've traveled a lot, whatever, but you all were establishing some type of familiarity and rapport. I don't have a problem with that. It's weird, but that's not the sticking point for me.
Mm-hmm.
She was to pick you out of the airport. She went into labor. You went in. You were anxious. You were there for the birth of her child. That's the sticking point for me. The sticking point for me here, Max, is that you took a week off of work to help this woman be the best mother she could be and set her up for success as a mother.
You did.
I got a question, Max. And I don't know, y'all may have had this conversation before, but I think it would have been pertinent to tell everybody what the answer with that. Where is the father of the child?
That's what I would love to know.
Where is the father? Has he died? Is he in prison? Has he fallen off the planet? Where is he? All right. He may have died. We don't know. No, we do know because she did say that it didn't work out.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't work out. So don't. You're right. No lifelines for you.
Okay.
It did not work out. How old is this young lady again?
She's 20.
20.
She's 20.
20 mother years old? You are 20 years old. You are pregnant. You got a child for another man. It didn't work out. Are you on Tinder? You belly big talking about how I pregnant?
Why you listing me?
And this idiot from PickaJohnny.com swipe right for you and start dating you.
Yep.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we like to not only bring these humorous and comedic shorts to you, these things that Derek brings to you from the muck and mire of social media, the bacallis. But we try to disseminate some semblance of advice, of lessons. Man, don't pick up a pregnant woman. But shoot, we say don't pick up no single mothers, but don't
It's so
pick up.
ridiculous you have to say that.
Don't know. You are literally less than a year removed from another man impregnating your woman.
Uh-huh.
Consider. 2, you moving in with this woman, Max. You're in a relationship with this woman through the birth of another man's child, though. That foundation per sign, boss. That foundation built on sand. So that's to the men. Men, don't pick it up pregnant women. Women, don't be pregnant, be on Tinder. Deal with one thing at a time. You're having a child. Let me
sort that out first.
Sort that out, and then a year or two, shoot, 6 months, a month. Once you catch you, catch you for the first of the baby and the mother thing, and think about it, the back of the dating market. But let there be a grace period. We talk about soul ties all the time, right? You're soul tie you off at 8 months. So that's telling me at 20, may be a fun thing. That is speculation. I apologize. But yeah, less than a year, another man was inside the conky. Shoot, the man shoot at the club. Rats.
Yep.
And you, Max, got that take up. Women, don't be on Tinder pregnant. Please, 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 please don't be on Tinder pregnant. One thing at a time. Right? I understand some people can multitask and multi-channel and everything. Man, I don't want to talk this no more. You disseminate some.
Yeah. Let me do that, right? Let me deal with a couple of things first, right? The article starts. The headline says he was hailed as what deal? I don't know if you remember. A hero.
And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on.
I know, remember.
I was hailed as a hero. Right? For picking up this woman and helping her on her Tinder when they were on a Tinder date. What she doing on Tinder was pregnant, as you said. Essentially, you're literally looking for a man whilst carrying another man's child. All right. If that float you boat, Max, more power to you, right?
You did a new boat.
But that boat with holes in it. But this is the part that really got my goat now. When, people want to know if Max got a brother.
Yeah, they want, because Max is a real man now.
Real man. Max is a real man.
Real man is Max is a parachute. He is a bale of hair at the bottom of the chute.
Believe it. Fellas, as much as this, I know we ain't gonna say this here to you, man, under the sound of my voice, but still, do not be anybody's backup plan. Yeah, and do not be shamed into being anybody's backup plan. Yeah. We're the father of this child. Yeah. We're the father of this child. Don't let anybody come and tell you, oh, if he was a real man, you would do it. That is foolishness. That is foolishness. It's not that this is a baby in arms. This is a baby in belly. This is a babe in belly. And you are being told, if you are a real man, this is what you would do. As a matter of fact, that's what they're telling the rest of men, because Matt's already take up that job work. Gentlemen, nah, don't do this. Don't do this, right? I didn't know somebody come and say, oh, we're some misogynistic and you go ahead be women and no.
But the man
this on a live stream.
He from the welfare department?
Apparently. We spoke about this on the live stream, Neil. Make better decisions. You raise a valid point, Neil. She's 20 years old. So this might have been a fun thing. She ended up get pregnant, whatever. Cool. It happens. We ain't gonna sit here and pretend that it doesn't happen. Right? She get pregnant, it was a fun thing. What happens in, let me say, 5-10 years? And this child could do for itself, a little older. Ollie, even baby Ollie now is a big boy Ollie. I'm walking and talking for himself, and mommy still, she young, so mommy still feel like she right and tight.
She's still perfect.
She got with you, Max. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Max?
Because I guarantee, I don't like to speak things. I don't like to speak ill on people, but I like a computer, right? I spitting out the likelihood and potential for either success, the probability of this situation. I promise you that won't last till she's 35. Promise.
She long.
Well,
she real long. They don't have happily ever after here, right? And I'll tell you why. There's no happily ever after for Max in this particular situation. So, gentlemen, take heed. There's no happily ever after here. Why? because Max came along and required nothing from her, from Alyssa, young Alyssa. And he took up this situation.
I'll take up a job, a whole job.
Yeah. He took up the situation. Just as I am, I come, as the old Anglican hymn says. Right? Check this out. He good with it. This is the standard Max has set for himself. So guess what? She could pop up. She'll probably win another baby for somebody else. Hey, Max.
Cause
You know
Max,
what I mean?
cause Max is travel for work. He always in and out the place.
And if this is what you have set at yourself for, Max, in 4 or 5 years when it's done, need you to 35. That's 15 years. I give you 5.
I was gonna
so
get
in 5
5
years
but...
when it's done. When it's done in 5 years, Max. Right? I hope the same ladies that call you a hero then come and say how you get unfair. And don't come back in 5 years and say how you take advantage of a young girl that was pregnant and needed help. Because that's how these narratives tend to swing. So Max, as much as he's a real man, now I hope you're in a predator in 5 years. That's all he's saying. Gentlemen, don't take nobody else's children. Not like that.
Not their own, not the responsibilities.
And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Because I know somebody will say, oh, Derek, again, you're going to help the women and single mothers have value and single mother. Yeah, we're not saying not. And as we would say all the time, like we older men. And the probability of finding somebody in our age bracket who does not have children is slim to none. We get it, we understand it. But don't be coming at this when you got the prime of your life ahead of you and taking at somebody that made a bad decision. Let's call a thing.
Less than a year ago.
Less than a year ago, she made a bad decision. She's dealing with the consequences of that now, and you coming along to help she out with it. Encourage these ladies to make better decisions for themselves. Value yourself. Let these ladies value themselves as well. Because the reality is, if you don't value yourself, she can't have any respect for you. She's not going to value you. And you're going to find out in about 5 years' time. They give you 15, they give you 5. You see, was he over under on that?
Suppose the father of the child come around and say, you know what? The baby born.
I won't see.
I sorry, I made a mistake. Because this is 8 months, you know. We have all heard of situations
8 months.
where fun thing, the woman get
for 8 long months.
He's picked these on purpose, man. He's picked this here to find the shorts, so put it in cutaways. But if after 8 long months, the man, because we've heard of situations where woman gets pregnant, man say, here trot, here tune, I ain't want nothing to do with that. But then he's slow to the party and he says he wants to be a part of the child's life. Man might slide back in, Max. You in and out the country. Man, you really look at it.
He in and out too. Boss in and out and
he in and out too. And you name him on the birth certificate, Max, call. I'm going to allow you there for the birth and thing like that, you know. Your name is not on that birth certificate, brother.
It might be. Which is even worse.
Oh, Lord.
Because no Max on the hook for child support.
Maximilian.
Max on the hook for child support.
Maxwell.
Fellas, you're gonna make better decisions than this. Yeah? Direct your resources to your own family. I think that's reasonable. And ladies, if you really think about it, that is reasonable too. Because guess what? You know the ladies gonna be vexed. So, look, we're saying don't support this and don't support that. But ladies, think about your sons. Would you want your sons to do what Max has done?
Maxime.
Ladies and gents, this has been another Senate short. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Like, how Alyssa hit up Max or some baby daddy duty to ensure that you do not miss any of the content that we got coming to you guys. We're gonna see you again soon.
It's a contaminated environment. In the tutus about that.